So I'm going to start off by showing you how to make the pear-shaped cam, and I need to do an extrusion. I always start with a 2D sketch, and I'm going to put that on the XY plane. Now a pear-shaped cam, I just have these two circles connected with lines, just like we did in the last activity. Put my lines in. So the outside shape looks something like this, and I'm going to go ahead and trim out the pieces on the inside. Now I'm going to add some geometric constraints to make it look a little bit better so that these lines are nice and smooth. You see how there's kind of a jog between this curve and the line? I'm going to use a tangent constraint between those two. Now tangents work in pairs. So once I've clicked two things, the constraint is in, and then it starts over again. And you can see your instructions down here in the corner. I'm going to select my first curve and then my second curve. First curve, second curve. Now I would like to stay this circle on top of this one. So I'm going to put these two lines on the same vertical plane. So I'm going to click right here where it says vertical constraint and click on the centers of my circles. Now that I have my basic shape together, I'm ready to start putting in dimensions. Now the diameter that I picked for my object is going to be 2 inches. Now I can do that 1/2 times 2 inch calculation in my head. It's very easy, it's 1. But I can also do it here in the block. So I'm going to say this is 1/2 times my radius, or times my diameter, which is 2. And it will do the math for me. Same thing, this is supposed to be 1/4 times my nominal, which is 2. And I can do the same equation here, but I know this value and this one right here are going to be the same. They're both supposed to be half my diameter. So I can just go ahead and click on this. This guy he's a name, it's D0. So these two are going to be the same. And you can see function 1 inch. So if I were to change this one changes too. I'm going to put this back because I really do want it to. I'm not quite finished. I can make this in one extrusion if I put my circle in. And these two are going to be centered in the same place. And this one's going to have a dimension of 3/16. Now again, you can do the calculator math, but it's much easier to just do it right here and type in 3/16 instead of doing the decimal. It will do the math for you. And you can see it's 0.188. And on your calculator, it'll say 0.1875. This value is actually 1.875 in the program. It's just showing you a rounded value because you see they all have 3 decimals. So my last step is to finish that sketch. It's fully constrained. So I'm going to extrude this. And again, it doesn't show me a profile because I have 2. I have a closed loop here and I have a closed loop here. And I need to tell the computer which one that I want to extrude. So I'm going to extrude that one. And again, this is 3/16 of an inch. So I can just type that in. And there it is. It's finished.